All right, now moving right along, we're still quoting from Genesis. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created. The purity of the seed was created in the image of the father and the mother. Remember, this all happened in the heavenly realm. Getting down to today, the world is dominated by a race of Jews that refer to the Christian and Muslim world as white races. The priesthood of the Pharisee were white, but of the seed of Cain via the brother of Jacob, who inherited from his older brother Esau and was renamed Edom. Esau and Jacob were twins in the womb of their mother Rebekah. Esau was the older brother by a minute or so in the birth, and Jacob came out holding the heel of his older brother. Esau was renamed Edom later. And here is where we have the Edomite, which were refused to assist in the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem, as it would have.
They wrestled in the womb, so therefore you've got Cain and Abel again wrestling in the womb, but this time it's going to be Seth that's going to dominate through the offspring of the replacement of Abel. So Cain comes out first, of course, just like in this case it is the older brother.
Esau.
Esau. But Cain is Esau, if you like,
yes.
Reincarnate.
Right. Okay.
It just keeps on going.
Yeah.
So the battle starts again.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so bottom line is, getting back to the rebuilding of this time Yahweh's house after the destruction of Solomon's temple, the Jews in Jerusalem being of Cain, the Edomite, they were not allowed to touch the structure at all. That was part of the decree, and they couldn't touch or contribute in any way. Otherwise, they would have been hung.
So you can see that the Solomon is Cain, and then you've got the Yahweh or Jesus temple being built. So again, we have the second is the Holy One.
That's right. Okay. Now, where then and at what time were these same Cain seed mixed with a non-white race and overrun by this non-white race? So we find the answer in the trading habits of the Jews, not of God. And we jump forward in time to around 700 AD, and we see that the people of Mongolia become the Jews. These were the Khazar Mongols, and that's spelled K-A-Z-Y-R, who controlled the most valuable trade routes from the east. The Jews introduced the Talmud abominations, converting the leaders of the Mongols to Judaism. And this intermingling and intermarriage with the women became the seed of Cain all over again and non-white. The seed of Cain became mingled with the Mongols. They, the Babylonian Pharisee writers of the Talmud, condemned by Jesus, Yahweh.
This is where the movie industry has the film mogul. The word mogul comes from Mongol.
Mongol. We'll explain that later. I'll read to you a quote from a very good source that explains exactly that, where movie mogul comes from today. Now, quoting from John 8:44, or you can go and look that up, John 8:44. Now, we're now non-white Mongolian Jews that overran the Pharisee at the time of Jesus by sheer weight of numbers, since the population of Mongolia were in the millions. The Oriental Mongols enthusiastically took on the Babylonian Talmud, yet they had never set foot in the Holy Land. Over time, the Pharisee Jews were wiped out, overtaken by the Mongolian hordes, and today the same genetic line of non-white Mongolian false Jews have eliminated the Babylonian Pharisee by simply interbreeding via their positions as wealthy merchants. Today the Jews are non-white, and is why they inadvertently mention their contempt for the white race. If you heard the Abe Finkelstein interviews with Pastor James Wickstrom, he referred to the whites with contempt. Another vid coming up.